Right, good morning traders. Akil Stokes here, Chief Currency Analyst at TradingPower.com, trading coach as well. Wanted to give you guys a quick Periscope video this morning. We've got our war room kicking off in about 20 minutes, but I wanted to address a question that I got on YouTube. Now, as you guys know, I do have a YouTube channel. Just search Akil Stokes and you should find my stuff, and I get a lot of questions under each video. Now, usually I answer every single question. I'm going to back off that somewhat. Typically this time of the year when we get into the November, December range, we get a lot of new traders signing up for my training course, and my dedication is mostly towards them. So I'm going to stop answering every question unless it's a very good one. But I did get a good question this weekend from Nathaniel. And he says, hey, Akil, can you give me a bit of info about realistic expectations from Forex? I have a few questions. He said, one, I am 16, soon to be, in 19 months, I'll be 18 when I can officially trade. If I study hard on Forex until then, do you think it's realistic for me to become able to live from it? I don't think he's from here, so the English is a little off. But do you think it's realistic for me to be able to live from trading, basically make a full-time income from trading? And my initial response is no. It does matter on how much you're starting your account with, but my initial response is no. In order to live 100% off of your trading, you need two things. You need a massive trading account. I always say you need about $200,000, $250,000 to live strictly off of your trading and nothing else. So no side business, no managing money, no signal services, no education, just strictly P&L. You probably need about $200,000. Mainly because not only do you need enough to sustain your standard of living, and it's going to be different for different people, but you also need enough to continue to grow your account as well as handle those periods of drawdown. For you guys that have been involved in our syndicate program, you know that we had basically draw down the entire summer. We had about 20 straight trading weeks where we just could not make new equity highs. And yes, we did break out of that. We're on an amazing heater right now. We're on a big hot streak right now. But at the time, imagine if you're living full time, you've got to go through loss after loss after loss for 20 weeks, still taking money out of the account in order to pay for the bills, pay the car, pay the loans, pay the mortgage, keep the electric on, keep the heat on, and eat, feed your family. So you need a good enough amount of money, not only to make a good amount of income, but to withstand those down periods. Now that's one thing. Also, you've got to be really good. Typically, a lot of traders aren't really good. We all know the numbers. 90% of traders fail. About 5%, half of the 10% that do make it, half of those are just average. So you're looking at only about 5% of traders that start off that are actually able to make it and get those massive returns that all of you guys see on the internet. It's a very small margin. And even within that, once you learn how to trade, it's one thing to learn how to trade. Typically traders play around and try to do it by themselves for a long period of time. And then once they decide to take action, once they decide to invest in themselves, invest in some sort of education or go out there and find a mentor, it still takes about 2 years to kind of find your groove as a trader. So yes, it's doable, but I wouldn't make that a goal, especially in your first 2 years. And that kind of goes into the next question. How realistic is it to become a millionaire or multimillionaire from Forex with hard work, study of the markets, and in what time frame? Again, it's extremely hard. You're looking at 5%. So if we put 100 traders in the room, only 5 of them are going to be extremely profitable, multimillionaire from Forex alone. And it takes years and years and years. It takes a lot of experience. Now, Jason Stapleton did a nice workshop, a 6-hour workshop this weekend. It was great, called the Lifestyle Trader Blueprint. And, he talked a lot on, hey, what if you're that trader that's good, you just don't have that account size to become a multimillionaire just off trading? What other, what else can you do? And so what I would say is, the best way to become a multimillionaire is not to strictly rely on trading, but to become a good trader and then use the opportunities that allows you. If you're a good trader, trust me, people will throw money at you. I get money thrown at me every day. Hey, Akil, can you manage this? Can you trade this? Can you be a part of my signal service? Can you do that? Money will be thrown at you if you get good enough. So there is always the opportunity for you to grow your business in many different directions out there. Again, you can go to education like I do. I like helping people. Makes me feel good when I see other traders that come through my program be successful. That allows me to sleep at night. I'm big on charity, so that allows me to feel like I'm giving back. But you can manage money. You can start a signal service. There's endless amount of ways you can take your business, but it all starts with being good. If you're not good at what you do, you're not going to be successful in any of those other aspects. Again, try to sell someone a signal service when what you're doing isn't making money. You're going to learn pretty quick. People aren't going to bite on for that for too long. Now, the last question was, Akil, can you refer to me any solid trading strategies? And to this, I responded, it really doesn't matter what you trade, guys. It honestly doesn't matter. There are hundreds and hundreds of different strategies out there that you can be profitable with. You can be a news fundamental trader. You can trade Bollinger Bands, Deutschian channels, moving average crosses, MACD, stochastics, advanced patterns, harmonic patterns, whatever you want. It doesn't matter what strategy you're trading. All that matters is that that strategy has a positive expectancy and you have the ability to execute that strategy consistently over time. I always say, hey, start with a strategy that works with your personality. If you have a very aggressive mindset, don't try to implement a conservative strategy. You're just going to end up making mistakes. If you're a conservative person, well, you probably don't want to be an aggressive trader because you're going to wind up fighting yourself. And whenever you fight yourself, you lose that belief. And we all know the cycle, right? Belief, action, results. When you believe in what you do, you take the right actions. When you take the right actions, you see the right results. When you see the right results, you're more likely, or that grows your belief, and the cycle just continues and continues and continues. So you never want to put yourself in a situation where you start to chip away at that belief, because that's when those emotional mistakes happen. That's when traders start rolling or pushing stops back in hopes that the market will turn around, moving targets up in fear that the market's not going to get down there. And that's what most traders do. They sabotage themselves, so it's not really the system. So that was it. Those were the questions. Again, I get a lot of questions through YouTube and email on a regular basis. Again, I apologize for you guys that I've kind of built my reputation off responding to each and every person, but as the education side of my business grows, that's taken up a lot of energy, and I've really got to give them my 100% dedication. So if you don't see me as much on social media, or if you don't see me responding to every single question that you ask on YouTube or Twitter, it's nothing personal. It's just that time of the year where people are really focused on getting a fresh start in 2016, and my job is to help them. So I'm trying to get that done. So thank you guys for joining me. Do me a favor, if you like this, hit that share button, retweet this, put it on social media, get the word out. And until next time, plan your trade your plan. Lots of opportunities in the market this week. Syndicate members, you saw my video early. There are lots of opportunity. I've got some construction being done on the home office, so hopefully that doesn't get in the way of me taking some of these trades. But I'm looking forward to a redemption week. Last week wasn't too good. Jason kind of carried the ship for us. Now it's time for me to hopefully make a comeback and see if we can keep this hot streak alive. We have the potential to hit 100% returns, guys. We have the potential. It's not a goal. It's not a goal. We're still right below 70, but we have the potential if everything goes amazing. But we'll see. Just got to take one good trade at a time. So I'll see you guys later. War Room starts in about 13 minutes. I've got my live Q&A in about 45 minutes. As I said before, plan your trade your plan. Thank you for joining me, guys.